guys, it is your girl Gladys here. What's up? What's up?
Hey guys, it's Janeri.
And your girl Jess. Welcome back to Mom St.
Nancy
Pedro
Pedro podcast.
podcast. Welcome, guys. We have missed you so much. If it's your first time here, welcome. We are three moms. We break all mom expectations and keep it real. Let me tell you guys, it's been a struggle getting this episode out to you guys. So it's going to be a little bit late. We usually air the episodes out 12 p.m. Eastern time on a Monday, but we've been having some technical difficulties where we actually are re-recording this episode for the second time.
For the second time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's pretty cool. We're learning as we go. Nothing's perfect, but we're getting the hang of these things, right? So first things first, how was y'all summer? The kids are back to school. Thank you, God. Even though I started before you guys. But how was your summer? Well, I know how y'all summer was because we already went through this episode. But share with our audience, how was your summer?
Uh, my summer was awesome. We spent the whole month in DR in the campo, and it was very refreshing, very relaxing, except at 6 o'clock in the morning with the damn roosters.
What part of DR you're from? Because every time I ask any Dominican, they're from La Capital or Santiago. So which one you're from?
Okay, okay, so I'm from the capital. My mom's from the capital, but we have a campo house that's like an hour and a half away from the capital. And it's just where she grew up when she was little. She would used to go during the weekends and spend this time in the campo, and that's what now it's just our vacation home
But what town is that in?
in Atomayor.
Oh, I've never heard Alto Mayor. Mayor?
So it's like close to is an hour and a half from the capital and an hour away from Punta Cana as well. So we're like right in the middle between both.
Yeah,
Pretty
Oh,
cool.
everybody's
Punta
about
Cana's not
Punta
by the
Cana
capital?
and Puerto Plata. That's like literally all I know.
Mhm.
Oh, and
Punta
Bonao.
Cana. Punta Cana is like 3 hours from the capital.
Oh, mira, tú me enseñaste because I could have swore that
Yeah.
was like right next to the capital, like Carolina next to San Juan.
No, like 3 hours with the new roads and stuff. Yeah, from Puerto Plata, it's a whole day. That's like 5 hours, 6 hours, because it's from one
That's
distance
the
to
whole
another.
that's the whole Puerto Rico island.
And we,
That's like from where I am, Mayagüez to like San Juan, literally like a 4 hour drive.
yeah, like we landed in Puerto Plata and we went to the capital, and that was a 5 hour drive.
That's
So
a
it
lot.
wasn't bad because you get to see all the mountains, pasaje, you get to stop and buy chucuchi fritos on the side of the road, like you
Mm-hmm.
have to.
Oh, that
Hey,
is
that's the best. When
heaven.
I'm in Puerto Rico, that's all you see. The old people outside drinking beer and then the little
Yep.
spots. Ah,
Así mismo.
reminiscent.
Angel
Yeah.
says that DR is the same thing as PR. Lo
I've
It
never
mismo.
really
been to
is. Like
there.
honestly, the last time I went to Puerto Rico, it was heaven. Like, well, I went to San Juan this time, but the first time I really went, like years back, I went to like where I'm normally from, like Mayagüez and Jaco, like on that end, and we went to Cabo Rojo, which is like literally half an hour from Mayagüez. And it's just campo, like literally you'll
I love
walk and
it.
you just see horses around, and like it's just like everybody buen provecho. Like honestly, there's people in other countries are so polite, like us from New Yorkers. Like I swear to God, like people were eating in a cafe, we were eating outside, and people were just walking around, mira, buen
Hmm.
provecho, buen
They're more
provecho, and I'm
family
like,
oriented in Puerto
yes,
Rico.
and
Yeah.
I'm just like, but my summer. Oh, okay, I guess I will jump in now. My summer was good. We just did a few vacations. Honestly, it was more like just a nice calm summer. Not like too much traveling, like airplane wise and things like that. We went to like a few weddings, family weddings, and just like a few family vacations. And then we got to see each other for extravaganza. The first time Jess and I met was this summer in July out in Texas. That was actually awesome because the topic of today is making friends as adults. We, us three, have met during this amazing opportunity because, as you know, we do Herbalife together. What up? I didn't. This was not planned. Okay, I'm just cold right now, and just we are now just talking about this amazing topic of making friends as adults because this is what we have been able to accomplish here. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just super excited for this topic, and yeah.
Yeah, so my summer, I actually got to go to Puerto Rico. That's how I started my summer. I celebrated my father's 62nd birthday, so that was pretty cool. And it's dope because all my family is mostly in Puerto Rico, and he's the youngest, and he has a huge family, right? So we did that. Then we did Texas, which was pretty dope. We have the biggest event of the year, which we get to go to different countries, which is cool. So I've been in Houston, but this time around we went to San Antonio. So shout out to anyone from San Antonio and from Texas. Great spot. The people there are amazing. The food is
Oh,
great.
nice.
Such a great time. The weather, I honestly feel that it wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be. I thought that my makeup was going to melt because when I went to Houston, like 3 years ago, my makeup was melting. That's how hot it was, but it was doable. Entonces, we did Legoland for Alexa's birthday, all fun stuff, you know? But yeah, and now she's back to school. Let me tell you, it's crazy how this time around last year, I was so sad. Like, oh my God, she's starting school. I miss her so much. Now, what? Then levántate, you gotta go. You were running
Like
late. Let's go. Bye. I almost like throw her out the car. Like, bye. It's such a
Girl.
huge difference. And it's crazy. And it's not because I don't miss her because I still miss her. I still think about her. I still worry. But this is my me time now. I get to work. I get to put in the time
Yeah.
to have a life. So Gladys,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward for this when your kid goes to school.
I
Yeah.
know.
It's
I don't
so
have
much
that worry
fun.
right now. Case is only 2 years old. Janiri, both of her boys are in school.
3K, baby. Next September, he could be in school.
True.
Eight
True.
Same.
to two. You get a lot done. 8 to 2.
And don't be like me that I was like, all right, let me homeschool her. VPK. No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Take my advice. Put him now, actually. Maybe they have two PK. I don't know.
Right.
Listen, I'm no rush to do it, but I'm also like looking forward to it, honestly. Just because being a stay-at-home mom and also trying to run your business, like it is a lot. You know what I mean? Like and prioritizing, like listen, the reason why we had to re-record is that you have no idea what happened the last episode. Like literally, I was like running in and out with my kid, making sure he wasn't doing anything, like getting because it's a lot. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Kind
your
of,
your
kind
life is
of.
gonna change. Your life is gonna
This
change.
year.
If I'm not pregnant by this time, because then I'm gonna be so
Oh,
upset. Because I'm like, oh Lord,
you
start all
bugging.
over.
See, this year AJ was actually really excited to start school because last year he was the only boy in his class.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, he was the only boy in his
That's
class. He was
You
like, there
rarely
was
see
too much
that.
drama.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he was
Timmy.
like,
Timmy hate
too much
working with
drama.
girls.
Entonces this year he has 3 other boys, and it's funny because they're all named Angel.
No way.
Who
Yeah,
set that
they're all
up?
Angels. I don't know, but he got super excited
Yeah,
because now he
somebody messed
has
up
But
there.
is
friends.
he the only AJ though?
Well, they don't call him AJ in school; they call him Angel.
Oh, so
Angel
then you
M,
so
Angel B, Angel
So she
C.
says there's one that's Juan Angel. So it's Juan Angel. And then he's the only angel because all the other ones tienen como apodo. They have like little,
oh okay.
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right, well that makes it a little different. That makes it okay instead of it just being all angel, 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 angel. Like she said, Angel M, Angel B, Angel like.
Yeah.
yeah,
But at
Yeah.
least if anything, they can call him AJ, like how you guys do.
yeah. But he made friends and he's super excited because if you
Aww.
know AJ, he's more like tímido and like no me hable mucho until he gets loose. Josiah, no, Josiah makes friends with everybody. Every time we go to the park, Josiah's holding hands with the little girl or something.
Ese va
See,
a ser
that's the
freco.
difference. Yeah, that's the difference between
Ese.
making friends as kids, which is like
Mhm.
so easy for kids that they be
So
like, "Oh, okay,
easy.
you want to play with my toy? You want a snack? Mommy, can they come
Mhm.
this?" As opposed to us adults, like it's really hard now to really make friends with adults because there's trust issues. There's like mostly it's trust issues,
Miscommunication.
Yeah.
miscommunications.
And it's so easy. Let me tell you, for kids cut off people so fast. My Alexa be talking to one of her friends. Okay, I gotta go. Click. She don't let her talk. She just die. I said, I gotta go, and that's it. Like,
No, that's it.
I gotta be more like Alexa.
Amen. So I think everybody needs to be more like
Yeah.
Alexa because People like to linger too much.
No,
Yo,
Josiah tells
facts.
me, Mommy, Sophia likes pirate booty, the popcorn. Can you put an extra pirate booty for Sophia? And I'm like, okay, we're feeding girls, yeah.
You know, it's crazy. I do that as well. Like, I try to put an extra snack because last
Mhm.
year I would volunteer, and there's a lot of kids that go to school without
Yeah,
extra food, like without food, period. And
without
I didn't
food.
even think about that, which is crazy. And I applaud these teachers because Alexa's teacher last year, shout out to Miss Acosta,
Hey.
she would keep a stash. Anytime they had like Thanksgiving, there was extra everything, she would keep everything extra, for those kids
Oh,
that didn't have it,
oh,
So
I love that. I absolutely
yeah,
love
she's
that.
amazing. Her teacher this year, that's a whole other topic. We're gonna monitor
Well,
her.
we're gonna get back to that one, okay?
Yeah, I'm
Now,
working on her address.
what do you guys consider a friend? Like, what's a friend to you? Because I have acquaintances, I have people in the gym I say hi to, but not necessarily, a friend.
I think there's three different levels.
There's levels to the
There's
shit for sure.
word, honestly. So you got like friends. Well, no, that's I'm sorry. You got associates,
That's
you
one
got
fear.
friends, and then you got like best friends, like sisterhood. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
there's three
There's
different
actually one
levels.
below that too. There's the one that you see and you're like, damn, I know you from somewhere, but you can't remember their name. There's that person too.
Oh, those are just like
I
strangers.
know you, but I'm not gonna
I
go up
know
to you.
you, but
Okay, what's
like
your name again? No, but it's true. Like I find associates to be people that I mostly either like went to school with and didn't keep in contact, worked with at some point, didn't keep contact. But a friend to me is someone that I trust to a certain extent because you have also different types of friends. Like I have friends that I can go out with. There was a point in my life where I was drinking and clubbing all the time, and I had a group of friends that I can do that with. But they were not the people that I will call in case of an emergency or if I needed advice, relationship advice. Like I knew where they stood at, and that's why they're no longer in my life. There was just a season in
Yeah,
my life,
the
and don't,
season.
yeah, just specific to serve a purpose. But the people that have always stood in my life has been my best friends, right? I have three. I have two females, Crystal and Annie. I grew up with Annie, so I know Annie since I was 11. We used to live in the next building right next to each other, like super close. And it's crazy. Like we would borrow each other's clothes for school, and our fire escapes were right next to each other. So instead of like visiting each other, we would throw it from one bag to the other. Like, don't mind, here these jeans. You can wear these tomorrow. Like we were that close, right?
oh, I love that.
And then Crystal and I became friends because she was the new face in the block. She was cousins. I was cool with her cousin. She came around the new block, the new pretty face, and my boyfriend at the time used to like her, and I used to be like, "Who the fuck
Ooh,
is this bitch?" And it's cool because we became friends. Like she ended up going to my sweet 16. I didn't even know her at the point. Like it just happened. Like friendships just
Naturally.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my male best friend, we became friends in from high school. And it's crazy. I don't remember meeting him. I remember talking to him through like AOL, like Messenger, and we were always super close. And he's someone that I can call at any point. And my best friends, they all have kids now. They all have their own life. And it's not someone that we don't have to check in with each other every single day.
mhm.
We just simply, when we get the time or we think of each other like, oh, hey, how are you? And it's like we're picking up from the last moment, the last time that we were together. And it's amazing. Like that's what I consider the best friend, someone that I can
Mhm.
trust with they're like my walking diary.
Hmm.
And
Exactly.
then a friend is then you have different types of friends too.
Yeah.
Because like I have regular friends, um, people that I'm just cool with. And then I have friends like you guys. You guys
I was
are
gonna say,
close
excuse me.
friends.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like you guys are my business partners, but you guys are also my friends. Like I confide in you guys, right? You're not at the best friend level. You got to earn it a little bit more, but you're like a little above, friendship. You get me? Like it's like sisterhood, you can say. But that's how I break it down.
See, I have two best friends, Mariela and Jessica. I met both of them ninth grade. I met Mariela first. So this is a new school. I was taken to school and picked up. till 8th grade. My mom used to drop me
Me
off
too.
and pick me up. So ninth grade was like my first time
Were you
taking the train by
embarrassed? Not
myself.
to cut you off, but like, were you embarrassed?
No,
Because I used to be like, mommy, but
hell
let me walk with
no.
all the kids. And she'd be like, no, I'm
Nope.
not letting you.
My mom would wait for me in the car in front of like the school, and right in front my mother
My
was
mom
there. The
too.
dean used to take me from the door to my mom's door.
Maybe
Mm-mm.
because I was trying to cut school too, you know. That's probably why. I used to be like, but mommy, like, give me a break. All right.
Oh. So ninth grade was like the first time I went to take the train by myself. I got lost. So I got
That's
to
why she
school
didn't
late.
let you go by yourself.
I got lost. So I walked in and everybody's already sitting down. I'm walking in with a big ass smile, like, hi guys. Not knowing anybody in that school. It was in the Lower East Side. I'm from the Bronx. I
What
was
school
living in
you
the
went
Bronx at
to?
the time. Carajo, yo te voy a decir, and you're gonna be like, "What?" I went to Henry Street School for International Studies
Oh,
down
no,
in the
no.
Lower East Side. No, nobody knew about it. It was a brand new school. Like it literally had only 10th and ninth grade at the time. Super
Oh, that was
small.
my high school too, like that.
Super small. So I walked in, and Mariela was the first one to talk to me. So Mariela was my first friend. And then she was cool with Jessica. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to be cool with Jessica too. And then there was another one. So it was four of us in high school.
With
We all
that
went to,
face, it looked like I cut somebody off.
well, she caught us off over something. That's a whole other topic. We all
Let me
went to
write that
different
down.
colleges.
Friendship
Yeah.
and cutting people off.
Listen, even with family members, hello.
Hey, if you have to, it is what it is. Um, we all went to different colleges, but again, we still best friends. Me and Mariela went to college close by that we made Wednesdays are like our days. Jessica had a little bag in my house. She'll sleep over whenever she wanted. Like, yeah,
Aw.
it's still like that to this day. She came over yesterday unannounced, like, hey, yeah, let's go have tea. Like that's family. Dad, that's family. Like my kids, like that's their aunt. That's their uncle. That's family.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have friends, my new friends that I've made, um, is Josiah's best friend's mom. So he has two best friends, and I'm cool with both of their parents, their moms, that they come over. I offer tea, and if I offer you tea and I'm making you one of my teas,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. We locked it.
You know, it's crazy. I think now as a mom, where we're at that age where our kids are learning to have friends and have their own social life, I think it's a must to be friends with their parents because you
Yeah,
want to know what type of people they are, what you're surrounding
exactly.
them. Because let me tell you, if you don't listen, if you don't act correct, you're not going to be friends with Alexa. I'm straight blocking you.
Mhm. No, and like they're little, so they do have their incidents where they're fighting, and it's very like I handle it, you handle it, and they're fine. AJ has friends. He only had girls friends. And I was cool with their moms too. Like he went to birthday parties being the only boy. But it's okay. Like he was just like, whatever. They're just too much drama for me.
Just stop
um,
it. Nice and early. He already know.
exactly. Like,
Yeah,
see,
he
me
already
and my
knows.
best friends, so I have like my sister. Like, we don't even consider each other best friends. We are
Mm-hmm.
absolutely sisters because we did a pageant together back when we were like 6, 7 years old. We didn't really know each other too well at that time. Like, I used to think she was super stank because she used to always walk around with her little hand on her hip, acting like her shit didn't stink. So we never really became friends. I had another group of friends that I grew up with, cause my mom and like I pretty much was friends with my mom's like friends' daughters. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until the summer before I went into middle school, cause my elementary school went up to 6th grade. So it was 7th grade that summer before, and I was at a park, and my dumbass decided to wear a white shirt with a black bra under. I was like 12 years old. I had no sense of fashion, no sense of understanding how anything works. So we were on the seesaws, and we were playing with the boys from the neighborhood. They did it so hard that I fell into the dirt with
Was
my
that
white
right there in
shirt.
Woody Crest?
Yes, it was on
I
Woodcrest,
know
right in
exactly
between the
what park you're
houses.
talking about. Yep, go ahead.
Right between the townhouses. Yeah, you
Uh-huh.
know. Where downstairs was the basketball court
Mm-hmm.
and the showers. So my dumbass decided to go downstairs in the showers and runs off, not knowing that everything was gonna be see through. So
Mm.
Christina was like, "Oh my god, like your bra is showing." I was like, "Oh Lord!" So luckily, her house was like right in the townhouses, right there on Woodcrest. So she was like, "Hey, I'll lend you a shirt. And I remember the shirt so vividly. It was like a yellow shirt. And I borrowed the shirt from her. The next day, or so, I had brought it back because my mom washed it, and I never left. That was it. Like literally, I just returned the shirt and just never left. Like that summer before that, I found out that she was going to the same. Like she was at the middle school that I was going to, and we immediately clicked. Like middle school, we were literally like that was it. Like that was just the set of our friendship. Then we went to different high schools. She ended up getting kicked out of that high school, and then ended up coming to my high school, so we still had even more like time together during school. We were both equally bad influences, and the thing is also my other best friend, which is like three of us, but there's a dynamic to it where I'm close with my best friend Christina, and we're both close with Megan. But Megan and Christina grew up more together because they were next door neighbors, so they're more closer than like Christina's just the common denominator. But we're all best friends, like because we all like grew up with each other. We're all from the same block. We all went to middle school together, and we actually ended up Megan and I went to high school together, and Christina joined us. So it was again it prolonged and things like that, and then we still like you said, like we don't have to really talk every day, but to know that we're still like evolved in each other's life. Christina is Casey's godmother. I'm Christina's daughter's godmother. Like, and I've been that little girl's my life. Like, as you know, I spoke on it previously. Like, I saw her be born. So that's like ella como es mía. When it comes down to friends now, like those are my sisters. Like, there's nothing like. But friends now, I've made like my sister-in-law is one of my closest friends now. Like because obviously we're married to the current brother, so obviously we have some kind of relation there. And there's just a friend that I met here who was like my first real friend in Jersey. Because moving from the Bronx to Jersey, that was a big change, and I didn't really know anybody. So, and there's just one girl, we were belly buddies. Like we were pregnant at the same
Isn't
time
like
at
Jersey
work.
2 blocks away from the Bronx?
You would think so, but it's still like a whole jump
A
and a.
drive. You gotta
It's
take
still
meters.
it's not
Nah,
a hop
let
and a
me not even
skip.
play it because you make the wrong turn in Jersey, bro,
You
and
end
you're
up in La
paying
Mente
like 5
Carajo.
tolls. Like, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I did that once. Like I didn't know my way back from like as I had gone out, and I took the wrong exit, and I had to get all the way up to like por La Mente Carajo, then to come back around. It's a whole mission. So, and I made one friend out here. We were belly buddies, and she's one of the most genuine people. Like I really consider her a close friend now. Like our little sons are best friends. Like again, because they're 5 days apart
That's
in
cute.
birth. Like so, it's like we have that. Like so, when it comes down to friendships like that, I consider more close friends. And like again, I have my best friends. Associates, I say it's just almost everybody. Like everybody's an associate. Like if I am like you guys, I'm close to you guys. There's certain people in our team that I'm really, really close to, like Cynthia and like things like that. But then there's also like we have friends. Like it's just more of associate friends than more than anything. And it's just the different
Associate
levels of
when I
trust.
have to.
Yeah, no, and then it's also exactly, and it's just also more of just like there's just different levels of trust when it comes out to friendships that you consider who's more of a friend and who isn't, because there's just certain things that you would share with certain someones that you wouldn't share to everybody.
Yeah,
So
I agree. And I think personally, also speaking from someone that has moved to a brand new state, moving here, I was like, okay, I don't really need friends. Before I made the move, I thought to myself, okay, no one really comes to my house in the Bronx, so I'm not really gonna miss anybody. Like people come over like once a month, whatever. Like it'll be fine if they come see me for like 3, 6 months. It's not that bad. But then, a few months in, I'm like, damn, I'm lonely. Like it gets lonely, you know.
mm-hmm.
So I've been able to make friends through Alexa's Girl Scouts. I'm really close with one of her Girl Scouts moms, which is pretty cool. And she's actually also from the Bronx. I feel that people that
Hey.
come from New York here in Florida, like those are my type of people. It's crazy how we just click. And when she saw me, she makes me laugh because she's like, girl, when I saw you come out the car with those Jordans, I really knew you were my type of person. I was like, yes, ma'am. I also am cool with 2 of her kindergarten moms, even though now she's in first grade, but we made friends. We stood friends with that. And, little by little, you make friends. And I honestly have added myself to these local Facebook groups. So if you're new or you just need new friends in your area, go to Facebook. You'll be surprised how you can find groups. So I live in Brandon, so I'm part of Brandon Moms, Tampa Moms, those type of groups. You can create your own group. Like we created our own book club, which you can join, right? Visit our Instagram. There you can direct message us that you're looking to join, and we'll put you into the group online support group that we have. And we're actually having our first live discussion this Thursday at 8 p.m. So make sure that you're
It's
joining
exciting.
us. We read You're a Badass. Well, still reading over here. I'm catching
Still
up,
reading.
right?
Yeah, same.
And we're going to discuss it this Thursday. Next
Wait,
month, we're going
puppy.
to be reading a brand new book. It's not going to be a personal development book like You're the Badass, but it's going to be more of a suspenseful drama type of book, right? So we're going to be alternating a little bit of both. So we keep it entertaining, right? But yeah, make sure that if you're not part of a community, you make that community. And guys, make sure that you're tuning into this video because the boys don't have school, right? So well, Kason doesn't have school, so he
No.
he he made a little appearance, and now
Yeah.
10 of his boys are, so it's super cute. And
He's
then
over here asking me for Takis. I'm like, bro, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. What do you know?
Casey just came and showed me
And
all
it's
his
because he
cars.
knows I'm distracted and I'm going to be
Oh,
like, yeah,
here
puppy,
talking about
go.
Casey. Mira, look who comes
he's
in.
smart. Takis are spicy, right?
Look at this
Yeah.
one. And
Oh,
here is Casey.
Go,
see,
go,
you
go.
know who's here? Nobody. I don't know. I guess people in Florida, they so racist. We are not off for Yom Kippur. Alexa's at school right now, so yo no sé. But yeah, guys, so making friends. If you don't have any, get uncomfortable, go out there and just talk to
I
somebody.
downloaded the Peanut app. So a Peanut app is kind of like Tinder for moms, like to make like play dates and kind of join and stuff like that. So I made also a mom friend. She's like from Chicago. One of the sweetest people I ever met, and literally so thankful because she's literally like down the street from me. So we've had like play dates, and she'd be like, "Hey, are you available this afternoon so we can get the kids together?" Like throughout the summer, that was another great thing is that having like a local friend because like you said it is lonely, especially when you
It
move
takes a
to
village
an
too.
I say
Hi,
hi.
Casey.
Hi.
Yeah, and
So
it takes a village, let me tell you, because like now
no
Alexa's
no.
kindergarten mom, and I'm like, if I can't pick up Alexa, she'll do it. If she can't pick up with
Yeah,
three kids, I'll do it. Like, if you find that person you can confine in,
definitely.
you better hold on to them because it's hard. Keep your friends, your best friends, but don't get too comfortable where you just have those two, three friends. Like, it's okay to build new friendships. And
Mm-hmm.
coming from someone that's very territorial, like I don't like to share my best friends at all. They're not allowed to have friends, but I am because it's healthy for me. For them, no, I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. Like it's healthy for everyone,
You
just to
sound like
have a
my
social
friend
life.
Megan. Okay, you sound like very
Yeah,
much
like
like Megan.
my best friends, they have their best friends that they made in college, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's not your best friend. I'm your
Yeah.
best friend, but it's okay.
Yeah. My best friends know not to make best friends because I will get rid of them real fast to the
See, I'm
sharks.
not the jealous type. That's with anything though.
I am.
Bye.
The good
Okay,
thing is that
bye.
their significant others and Angel, like they're them trio, they're a trio themselves. They have their own
Bye.
group chat on IG that they're sending reels to each other every like they make plans and then let us know. Like we made
I like
plans.
that.
This is
That's
what we're gonna
cool.
do. So I love that they have that friendship, that broship.
Yeah,
They go to
because it's just
movies
smooth.
together.
Yeah, you see,
Very
I'm
natural.
not like so. My best friend Christina, she's had like friends and things like that in and out. And me personally, again, like I mentioned, it's a sisterhood. There's nothing that's gonna come between that. Like we're literally family. I've been there for one of the hardest moments in her life. I dropped literally in every aspect. I have dropped everything. Drop of a hat, I've been there. Same thing with her. Like when I had lost my mom, I was already with Kevin. She was one of the first people I called. When I got the phone call regarding my mom, and she was already at the hospital by the time I was there as well. And that is just there's nothing that's gonna compare to that. There's nothing that's gonna come in between that. So I'm secure in our friendship. Like,
Yeah.
okay, girl, go
Mm-hmm.
have your. But the thing is also, and here's what I always say is that friends serve seasons and lessons in your life. You know, like I've had friendships in the past where my party days, like I had a friend that was just like you mentioned, like you just had a friend to go out with, to experience life with. I went on vacations with her. And again, they serve a purpose in your life. Sometimes they're just people who just serve for that moment and they're not supposed to last for whatever new that is upcoming. So, you know, I married, my friend is single, so she's made single friends. And this is her
Mm-hmm.
time
Mm-hmm.
now to have that moment to
Mm-hmm.
experience life and get all of that out of her system because she became a mom at a young age. So her 20s was dedicated to my goddaughter.
Yeah,
You know, now
she's at a different point in her life.
she's at a different point in her life. I'm not gonna be selfish, be like, oh no, you can't have friends. No, you need that right now. Actually,
It's
I
mentally
cannot provide
healthy.
that. I cannot provide the friendship that you need right now in this moment because we're living different stages. I am married. I have a 2 year old. You know, her daughter's all gonna be 13 now. You know, she's now single, so
And
she needs that type of
I like that
friend.
you mentioned that because I feel that some people don't know how to set those type of boundaries. And hint hint, our next episode is setting boundaries, right?
Yes,
And it's okay to set those type of the boundaries. It's okay to say no. You know, we're not gonna go too much into that, but it's okay. It's what you gotta know.
It's
You know.
crazy. I'm
exactly.
thinking like we have me and my two best friends. We've been in the same seasons together. We were single together. We went to Spain together. Like we went to college separate, but to like together.
Yeah,
So we've been like the same seasons. Now, two of us have kids, one of us don't, but it's still like we don't exclude her because she doesn't have. Like
yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
still the same flow going on, you know?
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's how it's
Yeah.
funny you say that because that's how it is with one of my best friends. We've gone through everything together, literally. And then the other one, she's gone through similar things, but like not the same time. But we all like
Mhm.
no judgment zone, no matter what,
Yeah.
you know.
And like
So,
Lada said, like worst case, the things like when my dad passed away, they like no hands on, they came. And like
Mhm.
I think that was my first breakdown with them. It was just, the cry
Yeah.
out. Every surgery I had, Jessica was the one to come and like make me walk. Or like Mariela would come and say, let's go, like let's walk it out and stuff.
hmm
So they
Same
were
with
always
Christina.
there
Yeah.
too.
yeah, friendships like that, let me tell you,
Um,
they're hard to come across, and you honestly have to cherish them for sure.
Listen,
mhm.
the one thing is, I feel like as a friend, and if you are a real friend, if there is no competition, there is no jealousy, then you
No.
really have a genuine love. And honestly, your friend's happiness is everything to you. Like, I'm not gonna get emotional, but my best friend hasn't had the best luck in love, you know, and especially like
Her time
with
will
like,
come.
you know, of course, and
Yeah.
that's why I've encouraged her to find herself. I encourage her to, you know, love yourself first, know your value because you are such a beautiful woman inside and out. Like, and because you know your best friend, you know the struggle, you know her heart. So it's like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who comes in it. You just want whoever it is gonna
hmm
be happiness for her because that's what they deserve. You
And I
know.
think it's important to like teach your kids that now. Like Alexa, she be talking to her
Mm-hmm.
friend, and they be like talking like, "Oh, mine's is better than yours," and like competition type. And there's
Yeah.
certain things that I'm like, Alexa, but you guys don't have to compete about those things,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
guys, if she has something that you feel is better, then you guys can share, or you guys can learn from
Mm-hmm.
each other. So I think it's very important, like using those terms with your kids and
Yep.
like it's okay to have friendly competition, but let them know also that it's okay to applaud, to uplift that
Yes.
friend. I think that's a great
Exactly.
trait, you know.
All right, I had a question for you guys because like I just always I like to know about this about people, but like when it comes down to friendships, like what are like your real true like how do I say this? How do I ask it? I asked it the last time and ahora se me olvidó. Okay, so like what are two things that you cherish more in your friendship? Like for me it's like respect and loyalty.
Mhm.
You know, because those are two things that I honestly feel like without that there is no friendship. Because if I cannot trust you and have that, and I know that you're loyal to me as I am loyal to you, then there is not gonna be, and that falls right in with respect. Like if I don't
Yeah.
respect you, then I don't need to have a relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's with everything. That's even like in family and all that stuff. Respect is very like if I give you respect, I demand it just as well because then I know that you respect this friendship and not saying that I expect you to be loyal to me, but the loyalty comes with out of respect.
Yeah.
Like,
Same here.
no.
I feel like with a close friend, your best friend, being truthful and not having
Mm-hmm.
to like, you know, beat around the bush. Like if you have something to say to a best friend, they should never take it offensively because it's coming from the right place.
That's
You know,
the
like if
one.
I have to call you from your bullshit, don't get mad. Just be like,
Mm-hmm.
you're right. You know, like that's when you know that that's a close friend because I don't feel bad because you calling me out.
That's the one.
So
Yeah.
my two, I feel like first things first, your mentality is very important to me.
Mm.
If you're the type of person that you're not looking to progress in life, that you're very stable, that you're the type of person that you complain about things, that you want things handed to you, you're not my
Mm-hmm.
type of person. You know, to each his own, but that's not for me. And I feel like communication is key. Because I don't know the way you're thinking. You don't know the way that I'm thinking. You can read a text message a certain way. I could read it a different way, you know? So how
Amen.
we express ourselves and like you said, being able to tell you something
Mm-hmm.
and you take it in a way that is coming from love and not from judgment, you know. So I think that's
Exactly.
really important.
Yeah.
I think that was a really good question. And make sure that you guys, comment below. This is going to be on YouTube. Share, like, what are your two things that you look for when friendships? Like, what are your, like, red flags? Because I had a friend ask me that, and he said what he does, it's just crazy. What he does is if he sees that a new friend is looking to borrow money, he'll let you borrow it. Right. So, for example, if Gladys needs $50, I'm going to be like, okay, here, girl, $50, no problem. But I'm not going to ask you for it. I'm going to wait and see if you're going to come and give it back to me because that's going to show how true of a person, how loyal you are, how ethical
Yeah.
you are. And when he
Mm.
said that, I was like, interesting. I was
I'm...
about to go let everybody borrow money. And it's so
No,
true
tampoco
because
así.
I've gone through an experience like that where I've let a family member borrow money and they got real funny on it. And it was such a little amount of money. And I never mentioned it, neither did they, but they didn't wish us. It was like in October. They didn't never say Happy Thanksgiving. They didn't say Merry Christmas. They didn't say like
They got funny afterwards.
over, you understand,
Bullshit.
Chump
over
change. Over
nothing.
chump change,
And after
yeah.
that, I was like, mm,
That's how
cut
you
off.
know. That's the thing, is like there's people who are selfish and who are just like everything is about them,
Or just
egoístas, like.
communicate.
Yeah.
But
Like
that's the
no
thing. Not a
tengo.
lot
That's
of
it.
like a lot of people don't think that way though. They would
Yeah.
rather just get it and then be like, oh, se me olvidó. Out of sight, out of mind kind of person.
Hmm.
You
And
know,
you know
and those are
what?
the type of people you don't need in your life, because if
Yeah.
it's someone is that type to, ghost you, and even if it's a family member over something so petty like that, or just
Yeah.
little disagreements,
Hmm.
then that's how you know where the intentions originally were.
Yeah. And I've learned like quick tip for everybody. Don't let nobody borrow money unless you're willing to just give it away. That I know for a fact. But I
Mm-hmm.
just knew like where that person felt ethically. Like you're not my type of person.
Yeah.
Merry
Amen.
Christmas, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, but I feel like this topic is definitely important because there's a lot of lonely people out there, so go out there, download the Peanut app. You have Nextdoor, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have us. We need friends all the time, right? So don't feel like you don't have anybody because you can definitely have somebody in us, right? So we're always here for
Amen.
us. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, see us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also share with a friend. There's someone that might need the message. It might not be this episode, it may be a previous episode or an upcoming episode, but make sure that you share it. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. I'll see you guys next
Yes.
episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Bye.